Mr. Schwartz. He's our first case, 252642. I believe there were previous cases of this tenancy. Rent is $740 per month. The property is located on Portage Avenue. Ms. Richmond, what's the current status?
Current status is he's paid some, so he owes $1,543.79 in rent. Court costs of $158.48. His total due is $1,693.27 through January.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because the arrearage was 2,054, so he's cut it down. Mr. Schwartz, do you intend to stay there?
I was hoping, yes. I just had something unfortunate come up, so where I had to neglect a bill, and then, well, two of them actually. So now that it's all taken care of, I can double down on it.
So I don't
you working?
I was thinking about doing 300, 350 a week until I'm caught up.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to be gone for a little bit. Terry, I apologize. You're here on January 23rd.
Yeah.
And I could set this for 9:35 on January 23rd.
Okay. Are you going someplace I know?
You don't know it, but I am going someplace. I'm not coming your way till February.
Oh. It's beautiful down here today.
Oh, don't rub it in for me and everybody that's watching this from somewhere cold. But Mr. Schwartz, I'm going to adjourn this. Today's the 5th. I'm setting it all the way out to the 23rd. That's a Friday morning, and that's 18 days from now. You would get 10 days from that day to pay the rent, which was essentially then make it February. But essentially, you got the rest of the month of January to get caught up. Your plan of $350 per week would do a pretty good job of catching it up in the meantime.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you missing work right now?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
All right. Well, you're welcome to Zoom in from work, but you're also free to come here. If you go out to the counter, the clerks will give you a notice for the new date, January 23rd at 9:35 in the morning. Now, let's assume you get everything paid off or you work some agreement with Miss Richmond. If you do work the agreement, you don't even need to be here on January 23rd. But otherwise, you need to be here at 9:35 in the morning, either here at the courthouse or by Zoom. We'll figure out how much the rent is due at that point. And I'll give you 10 more days from that day to pay and get caught up. My advice is always the same. Stay in contact with your landlord. Lydia, their manager, is here and you know how to get a hold of her. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right, go out to the counter and I'll make sure you get a notice for this next hearing. All right, Mr. Schwartz, good luck. I think this is going to work itself out. It did before.
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you.
All right, you're good to go. This is a house I'm very familiar with. I grew up in this house many years ago. My grandfather bought it when my father came home from the war in Korea. That's where we lived. And I lived there until I moved out, went to college. At any rate, what's the arrearage here, Miss Richmond?
Okay. The arrearages is $2,709.89. Court costs are $179.02 with a total of $2,888.91 through January 8th. Are you okay, Robert?
Yes, I am, Terry. I just have not worked at all really December, and I have gone and filed the state emergency relief thing at the DHS office. I'm finally back to work today full time again for the foreseeable future, and I get my first full check next week. I haven't had a check in 3 weeks.
Where are you working?
And I planned on Hallmark trailers now. I just quit my switch jobs in the beginning of November last year. So with me missing the 3 weeks of them not working here, I didn't get any holiday pay, no time off pay, nothing. It really put me in a
All right,
hole.
well, the law requires that I adjourn this at least 14 days since you've already asked for assistance. And that works out just fine because we're looking at January 23rd at 9:30.
Okay.
Okay.
So you can maybe get some payments in before that.
Yes, I mean, I plan on next week giving you guys at least 500 a week. I mean, if that don't work, I've been trying to get loans, but ain't nothing come through. But my sister said she can help me out if that ain't gonna work.
Okay.
Well,
'Cause
let's
he-
see if DHS will give you some money and we'll see how you did by January 23rd. Now, I'd prefer to
Okay.
be able to see you. So I'd rather do it not just by telephone, but we will continue this to January 23rd. That's a Friday morning at 9:30 a.m. I would direct you to stay in contact with the Richmonds or at least with their manager, Ms. Moreland, and let her know what you're doing. Paying $500 a week between now and then would do quite a bit to reduce the arrearage. We could discuss it further.
Okay.
Are you at work right now?
Yes, I am.
All
But
right,
I
we'll
mean,
get back
I
to
got
work.
I got all the time in the world.
All right, well, I
actually,
will see
That's
you.
'cause
I'm
you-
running this shop, so
All right,
That's
that's,
fine.
now you said through January 3rd is what you,
January 8th.
8th.
Mm-hmm.
So the number's gonna be bigger when I see you next.
Right.
Because you're gonna, next week and the next week and the next week, you're gonna be due. But stay in contact with your landlord and we will address this further on Friday, January 23rd at 9:30. In the meantime, the iguanas are falling out of the trees, big pine key, and we'll hope for the best.
That's right. Thank you.
All right,
Your
Mr.
All right.
Richmond. Do you have any questions?
thank you. No.
All right, stay in contact with your landlord. Thank you. Neighbors of Stanky Resort versus Jeremiah Biancardi.
My understanding now is that the defendants are wanting to stay. They do not want to sign over the unit, and I don't believe there's a dispute. The balance that we're showing, inclusive of court costs, is $23.64 and 50 cents. So we would,
All right, well, back up. Give me the balance without court costs.
yeah, it's $2,125.
Yeah, that's what I had. And $239.50 in cost.
Correct. Yes.
All right, Mr. Biancardi, what's your position?
Excuse me, Judge. Yes, over Christmas, I had a family member just hear about it and offered to cover the cost for this year. And I told him I could continue payments as normal with the lot rent that they have in place. So if I had some time, I can just and explain how I need to make the total payment of this. I have a family member that's willing to just cover the cost immediately for me.
All right, well, you're fortunate. Well, then you have 10 days from today, which would be January 15th.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
And you have till January 15th to appeal it. Then I would suggest that you talk to Ms. Guevara. Is your plan then to just pay this year's rent in full at the same time, or?
Well, I was gonna pay everything, all the past due right within the 10 days. And then, when I do my taxes this year, I was gonna pay, to start this new year, I was gonna pay that.
All right, so this 2125, did we determine that's through no, it's through December. So we need to add January's rent.
I believe it's a yearly cost, Judge.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
year
this
cost,
is the
all right,
total
I'll
amount
just,
through today's date.
all right,
Yeah,
I'll
including
just do-
late charges and,
all right. Mr. Joseph, I don't have a judgment. I'd ask if you would send me one. Our
Yeah.
address is on the notice. It's 3B Civil at stjosephcountymi.gov. Rent through December 2025 is $2,125, $239.50 for a total of $2,364.50. Then you can figure out with the manager about paying this year's 26's payment. But it sounds like you and your family want to continue to be able to use this property at the lake. And I guess it's a lot easier to keep this trailer there and pay the lot rent than to move it.
correct.
So, Mr. Joseph, if you'd send me a judgment. Mr. Biancardi, are you still at the 5, the Pierce Street address?
Yes, sir.
All right, when he sends me a copy of the judgment by email, I'll sign it and we'll send it to you. Do you know how to get a hold of the manager, Ms. Guevara?
Yes, I do.
All right, my suggestion is you stay in contact with her. I tell everybody that.
Yes, sir.
It sounds like you're gonna get paid through 2025, start fresh for 2026, and everybody can live happily ever after. Eventually, the snow will melt by about June 20th. Then we can enjoy the lake. All right, Mr. Joseph, anything else to add?
No,
Text.
nothing further, Judge. We'll get that judgment over to you. Someone from my office will, and we'll note it does judgment by hearing, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you, Judge.
All right, Mr. Biancardi, thank you. We'll send you that, Ms. Guevara.
Thank you. I
Hopefully the
appreciate it,
rent is
Judge.
paid and everybody's good. All right, you're
Thank
good to
you.
go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Andrew Crick versus Ballistics Removal. File number is 251629. It's Gregory Myers for Ballistics Removal. Mr. Myers was personally served to appear for this discovery hearing. He was personally served to appear for this motion in order to show cause why he should not be found in contempt. He failed to comply with my discovery order, contending him to appear on November 17th. Then we did an order to show cause, and he was personally served with it on November 24th to appear at this hearing today at 3 p.m. So let's call and see whether Gregory Myers is checked in. Hello, Deputy Broker. I'm calling for appearance by Gregory Myers or Stephen Burr. All right, thank you. Bye. In this case, which is file number 251629SC, Mr. Andrew Crick filed a lawsuit against this defendant for some work that was not completed. The claim was for $1,400. The defendant did not appear for the trial, and I've made a finding by default in the amount of $1,400 plus cost for a total of $1,466.25. In an attempt to collect on that matter, Mr. Crick filed a discovery subpoena compelling the defendant to appear, I believe, on November 17th. He did not appear at that time. So we did an order to show cause, which is what this hearing is, and it was personally served on him. So the defendant has failed to appear. Miss Letson is here from Grand Rental, and she knows that a subpoena is not a birthday party invitation. It's an order to appear in court. We don't have debtors prison. You can't go to jail for not paying a debt. However, you can go to jail for ignoring a subpoena for contempt. So, Mr. Crick, have you had any further contact with this defendant?
No, I have not.
As I indicated, he was personally served for the order to show cause. To a bench warrant. Bond is $1,000 cash only. May be applied to the debt. How much additional cost do you have at this time?
I think it's just the 2 times I had to serve him, first time and then the other time for this, which is, I think it was like $57 each. I'd have to take a look here. Because I got both the receipts in my hand. And they're the same, they were the same amount. Let's see here.
That sounds right.
Yeah, 57, 56 for each of them. I got both of them right
All
here.
right, well, I'm gonna issue a bench warrant. If he gets arrested, and you need to contact the clerk because you need to assist in that endeavor. And post $1,000 bond, we'll set a hearing. If he gets arrested and can't post $1,000 bond, he sits until such time as we can contact you and set up a discovery proceeding. So I'm directing you to contact the clerk regarding the bench warrant.
Okay.
All right. On Greg Myers.
Your Honor, do I need to call or should I personally show up? That's my question that I have for
You
that.
try, I think you can do it with a call. If you need to show up, they'll tell you.
Okay.
All right, good luck. This will finally get some result. He'll probably come up with $1,000. If he does not, he'll sit until which time we can conduct a discovery hearing. All right, you're good to go, sir.
All right, thank
All
you.
right, Amber Letson is here. She's assistant manager at Grand Rental. It's now called Grand True Value Rental in Three Rivers. In this particular case, the first one we're going to address, it's Grand Rental versus Stephen Burr. File number is 242065SC. Plaintiff obtained a judgment against Mr. Burr in the amount of $1,309. The defendant acknowledged that he owes the debt. And this matter was set for a show cause hearing today. I think maybe this is the first discovery hearing. It is. He was going to be in jail until last May. I don't know if he's still in jail. Miss Letson, have you had any contact with him?
Yes, he called on the 1st of December and wanted to set up a payment plan. And I was not here that day. So I called back and left a message and he has not reached out to set up a payment plan.
All right, we're going to set a show cause hearing in that case. For defendant's failure to appear for subpoena. We'll set it within 30 days. Maybe we'll get his attention and they'll actually set up a payment plan. Your other two cases, Sean Bray, we're still not able to find service.
No, that one, Your Honor, Bruce has spoke with him and he was supposed to set up a time to meet with Bruce on a Sunday. And he never did. And Bruce said we can go forward and he can serve the papers back to his mom where his mailing address is. But I guess he is living in Grand Rapids, but coming back on Sundays to Sturgis. I think that's where it is. Yes.
Burlington is where he lived.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's Chambray. That's the one I'm waiting for Calhoun County to say if they gave him the papers or not. Sorry, Your Honor, I was on the wrong one.
Well, we'll continue that at least 30 days. And we're kind of in the same boat. We got our cases transposed. Grand Rental versus Jason Davis. Subpoena not served. You indicated Sergeant Morse is still attempting to serve the subpoena.
Yes, I'm just going to have him continue forward and serve him the way he was explaining about getting a new date and then serving the papers to his mom as well. So he could have the papers.
Continue at least 30 days. I admire your diligence. Eventually, you're going to collect several $1,000s if you stay on this, but we'll reset the other two and do a bench warrant. Well, in a show cause in the other. All
All right,
right,
thank you.
Ms. Letson.
Thank
Do
you,
we
Your
have
Honor.
anything else?
Nope, just those three.
All right, I'll see you next time.
Thank you. Have a good day.